We get these amazing weather systems where it rains for a week straight. We're actually currently in one of those right now. And I know that when I don't get that morning sunshine, I feel flatter. I feel more like staying inside. Don't feel like exercising as much. Don't feel like getting into work as much. Feel a bit more like sitting on the couch. And I knew that was coming. I could see the weather forecast. And over the last 4 or 5 days, I've been using these glasses. Of course, I turned it on to the maximum setting because that's how I like to do things. And I've been using it for the full hour in the morning when I would normally get that bright sunlight in my eyes. And I will tell you, I have been really impressed with how it's felt to me like I have a bright sunny day, a level of energy, even without the sun being in the sky. And that gets me into thinking about seasonal affective disorder. There's some other mood stabilization or improvement mechanisms that are at play here. I thought you might take the chance to comment on those given what I just shared.
Yeah, that's right. Seasonal affective disorder or winter depression is not uncommon, and it's experienced when people go into the winter season, and it's thought to be as a result of much less ambient light exposure during the day, particularly, and less exposure to sunshine in the morning. And light therapy in the mornings has been shown to be the most effective and better than, at least as good, if not better than drug therapy. But it's a much more natural type of therapy that we normally would be exposed to, but often in our indoor environments. And if it's bad weather outside and cold, then often we don't get outside to get that light exposure. But that's been shown to improve mood and be an effective treatment for seasonal affective disorder.
What's the
The
treatment
light in
protocol
the
look
morning.
like? And sorry, Leon, but what does the treatment protocol look like with the retimer glasses for improving our mood from particularly seasonal affective disorder?
Well, yeah, the protocol is pretty much the same as uh, used for people that are having trouble getting to sleep early enough in the evenings and not getting enough sleep. And in fact, the most plausible mechanism for seasonal affective disorder were two things. One is that they're probably not getting as much sleep as they were earlier because they are having difficulty getting to sleep as early as they were during the summertime. And, and so a short change of their total sleep time, but also the delay of their body clock so that they're waking up at the trough, at the nadir, if you like, of the whole 24-hour rhythm. Instead of at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning being at your lowest point, it has shifted a bit later to 7 a.m. at the time you're waking up. If you wake up at that low point in your circadian rhythm, you do feel like death warmed over a little bit and not like wanting to get out of bed and get going. That's your lowest motivation point of the 24 hours, is at that low point of your circadian rhythm. And so that's what you're feeling as well. Now, the light has two effects. One is that it has an immediate effect to improve your alertness. So it has an immediate alerting effect to a small extent. But its main effect is to shift the time of your body clock earlier so that by 7 o'clock in the morning, you're well on your way up in terms of metabolic rates increasing, your core body temperatures increasing, and you're feeling more motivated.
Right. And as you were talking about that answer, you mentioned feeling a bit like death warmed up or death warmed over.